So dudes, today's build was created by Christian Sousa 5507. He provided all the build details in a comment in one of my videos, and after some testing, I found it to be an amazing loadout. Thank you for letting me share this. This build focuses on using the volatile rounds from Gyrfalcons while still making use of its secondary finisher perk that grants extra damage. Lorentz driver is the main damage dealer and performs light ad clear with his explosions. This build can transition from close to far range seamlessly and puts out stylish explosions 24/7. Let's get started. The super I prefer to use is Shadow Shot Deadfall. It fires a void anchor that tethers enemies and applies weaken and suppress to those tethered. Tethered enemies share 50% of the body shot damage taken to other tethered enemies. If you want to do direct damage, try out Shadow Shot Mobius Quiver. Gambler's Dodge provides instant melee ability regeneration, which is perfect for applying the weaken debuff via Snare Bomb. Snare Bomb weakens combatants hit for 8 seconds, which helps proc Gyrfalcon's main exotic perk. Vortex Grenade is easy to use and provides some light crowd control. I found it to be the best grenade for the build because it can shut down Marauders and Exploder Shanks. Today's build uses the stylish Executioner and Vanishing Step aspects. Killing enemies that are suppressed, volatile, or weakened grants invisibility and True Sight for 7.8 and 4 seconds respectively. Melee attacks while invisible from stylish Execution deal 150% increased damage and weaken enemies for 5 seconds. Vanishing Step causes dodging to activate Void Invisibility for 4.8 seconds. Fragments for the White Death build are Echo of Cessation, Obscurity, Persistence, and Starvation. Cessation causes finishers to apply Volatile to enemies nearby, kills on volatile enemies to spawn a Void Breach. Obscurity causes finishers to grant invisibility for 4.8 seconds. Persistence causes Void buffs to last about 40% longer. And finally, Starvation causes Orb and Void Breach pickups to grant Devour for 5 seconds. Let's cover the White Death's attire. On the helmet, I used Harmonic Siphon, Special Ammo Finder, and Font of Wisdom. For the Night Stalker gloves, I went with Font of Focus, Firepower, and Bolstering Detonation. Gyrfalcon's Hauberk had Concussive Dampener, Sniper Damage Resistance, and Harmonic Resistance. On the boots, I chose to go with Innervation, and 2 copies of Void Weapon Surge. On the cloak, there was Bomber, Time Dilation, and Reaper. The best stats to max are Mobility, Resilience, and Discipline. Mobility reduces our dodge cooldown, which helps us remain invisible for more time. Resilience allows us to tank a few more shots without dying. Discipline helps us with our grenade uptime, and gives us a little more crowd control. If you have Artifice Armor, or have extra mod space, dump the rest of the points into Intellect for a lower super cooldown. If you're a fan of Simo Hauha, consider subbing. He was a Finnish sniper in World War II, known for his massive kill count. This build reminds me of his amazing feats on the field. Alright guys, let's cover the weapon loadout section. I only have one loadout since the star of the show is Lorentz driver. Weapon loadout 1 uses Raconteur, Lorentz driver, and Regnant. Christian Sousa mentioned that the kinetic slot isn't exclusive to any particular weapon, and that you should use anything that you want. I chose Raconteur because it comes with Shoot to Loot in the 3rd slot. Shoot to Loot has become one of my favorite traits to use since it allows long-range playstyles to flourish. Lorentz driver is capable of creating tons of orbs from long range, but it can be too risky to pick them up ourselves. Shoot to Loot eliminates the danger posed by enemies, and allows for orbs and ammo pickups regardless of the circumstances. The god roll for this loadout is Elastic String, Fiberglass or Compact Arrow Shaft, Shoot to Loot, and Explosive Head. Lorentz driver creates an implosion on precision kills that pulls enemies in before exploding. This explosion does very heavy damage and pairs perfectly with all of the volatile effects that this build provides at base. While Lorentz is ready or stowed, it'll mark an enemy within about 30 meters, and killing that enemy will spawn a telemetry pattern. Picking up 3 telemetry patterns increases damage by 50%, reload speed by 35 points, and handling by 30 points for 30 seconds. The catalyst makes it so that implosions don't require precision kill to activate once 3 patterns are picked up. This gun is the epitome of make your shots count. It pairs very well with Gyrfalcons, essentially doubling the amount of explosions on the field. In the heavy slot, we have Regnant, a gun that performs well in ad clear and boss DPS. It has the same deal as Lorentz driver since it provides a metric buttload of explosions. My preferred role at the moment is Quick Launch, Spike Grenades, Auto-Loading Holster, and Explosive Light. Picking up orbs is easy due to Shoot to Loot on Raconteur, so proccing Explosive Light isn't very difficult. If you want to release a salvo of grenades into a boss for fun, try swapping out Auto-Loading Holster for Envious Assassin. As usual, if you don't want to use Regnant, you can use Retrofit Escapade. Flame me all you want, it's still a very good weapon with 4 times the charm and target lock, and is a match made in heaven for this type of build. Finally, I'll go over the game loop for the build. You're going to want to play slower than usual since Lorentz driver takes some time to mark targets. Start combat by dodging to go invisible, and wait for a marked target to appear. Kill the marked target with a precision shot to get an implosion and clear some ads, and collect the telemetry pattern. Do this 2 more times, making sure to collect orbs and throw grenades to keep yourself safe. Once 3 telemetry patterns are collected, you'll have a massive damage buff so you can slay out and play a bit more aggressively. If enemies get close, try to get them low and use a finisher on them. Optimally, use finishers while invisible to get another weapon damage bonus. Rinse and repeat. I would like to thank Christian Sousa again for providing this amazing build. I always love making videos that my viewers ask for, and this one well exceeded my expectations. I hope you guys enjoy it, and if you have any feedback, leave it in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, and happy farming.